besides being two of the most talented and successful actors in Hollywood. Morgan Freeman and Denzel Washington are powerful men who have amassed great wealth in their careers. But have you ever wondered which of them has the most luxurious life? In this video, you'll see a fierce battle between Morgan Freeman and Denzel Washington. So let's fight! Cars! The two actors don't skimp on good vehicles for their garages, but who has the most expensive cars? Morgan Freeman, for example, has been seen driving a Nissan Maxima, a vehicle that he even had a serious accident, a sad episode that resulted in several injuries, but without any fatalities. The only long-term effect was the loss of movement of his left hand, which to this day has not recovered. And that is why he is always seen using a compression glove intermittently to ensure that blood does not pool in the region. Morgan has also been seen driving a 2004 Chevrolet Corvette Indy 500, a collectible that can cost $50,000 depending on its preservation. He has also been seen getting out of a GMC Yukon Denali, a spacious and comfortable SUV ideal for everyday use. And depending on the model and year, the vehicle can cost around $80,000. The actor has also been spotted getting into a Cadillac Scarlet, a huge car capable of offering a lot of comfort and safety for all its passengers. And to get an idea of price, depending on the model, it can reach about $90,000. Freeman has also owned a Tesla Model S, a super technological car packed with digital amenities, as well as having a great range, being able to travel up to 405 miles on a single electric charge. And maybe that's why this dream car for many people is worth around $125,000. But it is speculated that the most expensive car the actor ever owned was a Lamborghini Aventador, a super sports car capable of reaching impressive speeds, being among the fastest cars in the world. The vehicle features a 770 horsepower engine that accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in an unbelievable 2.8 seconds, reaching a top speed of 220 miles per hour. And to own one of these, you may need to cash out over $450,000. Denzel Washington, for his part, has been spotted several times in his Range Rover Vogue, a versatile SUV ideal for everyday use. And to give you an idea of the price, a new model of this vehicle can cost upwards of $90,000. The actor has also been seen getting out of a Mercedes-Benz that appeared to be an S-Class, a luxury sedan capable of offering a lot of comfort and refinement, and can be found costing around $110,000. Raising the price further, Denzel also owns an Aston Martin Vanquish, a super sports car made for those who like speed. The vehicle is equipped with a V12 engine capable of accelerating from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 3.8 seconds. And it is no wonder that its price can exceed $250,000. Of the same brand and even more expensive, Denzel Washington has also been seen getting into an Aston Martin DBS, another sports car capable of attracting a lot of attention wherever it goes. To get an idea of how powerful and fast the actor's little toy is, it is capable of accelerating from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 3.4 seconds. And to own this supercar, you may have to pay more than $300,000. Already on an online auction site, Denzel has put his 1997 Porsche 911 up for sale. According to the images that have been shared of the vehicle, you can see that the car is spotless, with only 18,000 miles driven during this period. The vehicle was bought new by the actor in 1997 and has been well kept in the actor's garage with great care. Not surprisingly, in March 2022 this legendary vehicle was auctioned for a whopping $405,000. Considering the sum of the car's prices, Denzel Washington wins this round. Point for him. Exaggerated luxuries. Both celebrities have plenty of money to spend on luxury and comfort, but who spends the most money? Denzel Washington, for example, has been seen with beautiful watches like Montblanc Star Classique $1,500, Casio G-Shock Mudmaster $2,000, Balmain and Mercier Riviera $4,000, and even an $85,000 Grisagono Otter Tour. Morgan Freeman is passionate about aviation, having even gotten his license to fly some small jet models in 2002. And since money is not an issue, it is known that he once owned 3 aircraft. Starting by the cheapest, he once owned a Cessna 414, a twin-engine plane with a capacity to carry up to 8 passengers, whose price is estimated around $500,000. From the same brand but more sophisticated, he also owns a Cessna Citation 501, a small turbofan-powered business jet capable of carrying only 5 passengers. And to give you an idea of price, depending on the year and model, this private jet can top a price of $800,000. The actor's most expensive aircraft is the ME-Vest SJ-30 model, a modern light executive jet. This private jet is powered by powerful turbofan engines capable of reaching a top speed of approximately 560 miles per hour, having a range of almost 2,900 miles. Its interior is also very comfortable and cozy, having capacity to house up to 9 passengers. And it's no wonder that to acquire this aircraft, you may need to invest something around $7,500,000. And because Morgan Freeman owns many aircraft, he wins this round. Point for him. Real estate. When it comes to good places to live, the 2 stars don't skimp on their fortunes. But which of them owns the most valuable real estate? Morgan Freeman, for example. Despite being super private about his personal life, it is known that he lives on a large 124-acre ranch, a huge space capable of offering him a lot of privacy and housing everything he needs to live a very quiet life. During an interview for The Tonight Show, the actor said he has made a hobby of the creation of wild bees. Morgan said he imported 26 hives for his ranch and feeds them, but with no intention of harvesting honey or dismantling the hives. All this in order to preserve and save bees and help them back to the planet more and more, seeing as they are imperative to nature. And even though there is very little information about what the inside of the property looks like, there is a lot of speculation about how much the actor's property is worth. And according to some sources specializing in real estate values, it's estimated that Morgan Freeman's ranch could cost somewhere around $10 million. Denzel Washington, for his part, is not far behind. One of his first residences, for example, was a traditional-style house located in the Toluca Lake District in the state of California. Situated on a double lot, the house is about 6,300 square feet in area, having been built in 1940. Although it has undergone some renovations, the property has original details from the time of its construction and has housed other celebrities, such as the late actor William Holden. There is a large living room, which includes a round dining table, near a fireplace and glass windows that bring natural light into the interior space. The gourmet kitchen has marble countertops and professional appliances for preparing meals, integrating a breakfast room, which has doors leading to a beautiful pond with colorful fish. The house also has another dining area, a home office, and a living room with a cozy TV area. There are also 4 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms that are filled with luxury. The master suite, for example, has a refined style, integrating modern closets and a dressing table, and a private marble-clad bathroom with 2 sinks. The outdoor environment offers lounging areas near the garden, as well as a huge swimming pool for leisure days, which includes a trampoline, a separate spa area, and sun loungers for sunbathing. There is also an outdoor dining area, which is near the barbecue and a rustic brick fireplace, plus there are 2 guest houses for guests to have plenty of privacy when visiting. Denzel Washington bought this charming property in 1988 for the princely sum of $1.1 million. In the early 2000s, he sold the property to writer Brenda Hampton for about $1.9 million, until in May 2019, she decided to pass on the residence, selling it for $4.445 million. Denzel Washington also owns beautiful apartments. The actor owns, for example, an incredible combination unit, which was purchased a few months ago in the requested condominium The Century, where celebrities like Rihanna and Matthew Perry have also had apartments. Denzel Washington's unit exudes elegance in every aspect, and since it is double width, it means that there are at least 2 living rooms for entertaining, as well as 2 formal dining areas for family gatherings, plus other accommodations that span approximately 8,100 square feet. The unit's kitchen has modern furnishings and integrates a breakfast area, and there are others in front of large floor-to-ceiling windows, providing lovely views for residents to contemplate daily. There are 6 cozy bedrooms on site, each with its own private bathroom, for a total of 8. One of the most eye-catching bedrooms is the master suite, which includes a private balcony, a walk-in closet for luxury items, and a stunning bathroom. The unit also has a laundry room, another family room with 3 blue sofas and a fireplace, and several balconies for entertaining and relaxing. It is worth noting that the Century still offers other amenities to residents, such as a 75-foot pool, a large screening room, and a well-equipped fitness center. This apartment belonged to Princess Rima of Saudi Arabia, who sold it to Denzel Washington for almost $11 million. Another apartment that the actor owns is in the luxury residential condominium 15 Central Park West, one of the most modern buildings in the Lincoln Square area of the Upper West Side. This sophisticated condo was inspired by buildings from the 1920s and features a lobby with marble columns, a covered patio with a pool, and other impressive spaces. The units in the building have modern attributes, which make this address one of the most notable for celebrities and big businessmen looking to live in Manhattan. There are, for example, living rooms with glass walls, which bring an abundance of natural light into the interiors, not to mention the high-end finishes in most rooms. Although there are no records of Denzel Washington's unit, it is known to have over 3,000 square feet of living space, containing 3 suites and a total of 4 bathrooms. According to media reports, the actor purchased the unit in 2006 for $13 million. Stepping up a notch, Denzel Washington owns a mansion of almost 30,000 square feet, located in the ultra-exclusive enclave of Beverly Park in the hills of Beverly Hills. The actor's property was custom-built, and although there are no internal records of the location, it is known that the mansion sits on a 2.13-acre lot, containing a swimming pool and a 5,000-foot guest house. This property was owned by Michael Eisner until Denzel Washington bought it in 1992 for just $2.675 million. And according to the Zillow website, the property is valued today at over $28 million. In other words, Denzel Washington wins this round. Boats. Both actors love spending time on the high seas, but which one has the most luxurious boat? In his spare time, Denzel Washington has been spotted enjoying life aboard a superyacht known today as Idol. It is a huge vessel, 193 feet long, capable of offering a lot of comfort to all who go on board. The interior of the yacht is very luxurious, with 6 cabins with a beautiful view of the sea, and can accommodate up to 12 people. And to enjoy all this luxury, one has to pay around $300,000 for just 1 week. Morgan Freeman, for his part, although he has enough money to buy any boat, the actor considers sailing to be more than a hobby. The actor's first boat was the Alberg 30 model, an old and small boat valued around $30,000. In the 1980s, he decided to acquire a new Shannon 38, a larger and sturdier boat, valued at approximately $80,000. The most expensive and recent one he owns, on the other hand, was the Shannon 43 model, a more modern version of his last boat, whose price can exceed $400,000. And because he owns his own boats, Morgan Freeman wins this round. Score 1 for him. Net worth. As 2 famous actors, there's no doubt that they have amassed a lot of wealth. But who has the biggest fortune? Morgan Freeman, for example, took a long time to achieve success because he began his acting career as a preteen, but only started making money after many decades. As the years went by, the films Morgan starred in began to become more and more successful, and his name became more and more known in the film industry. Nowadays, he has become one of the most prestigious actors in Hollywood, and this has caused the amount of money he receives for each film to increase exponentially. To get an idea of figures, it is estimated that he receives a fixed salary of at least $5 million on each of his appearances, a figure that can increase to $10 million depending on the size of the production. That's not to mention box office result bonuses, which could boost his income even further. Some sources estimate that the most lucrative year of Morgan Freeman's career was in 2013, when he made a whopping $30 million after adding up all of his annual earnings. And the reason he makes so much money is because the movies he's in bring in a lot of financial return. The Dark Knight Rises movie alone, for example, was a true commercial success, raking in over $1 billion at box offices worldwide. Adding up all the movies Morgan has been in, that number exceeds the $5 billion mark, putting him on the list of highest-grossing actors in the world. Let's not forget that the actor also has other businesses that generate great income for him. He once owned, for example, Mad Edie, an Americanized French cuisine restaurant. Morgan also owns Ground Zero Blues Club, a concert club filled with quirky, alternative decorations that seems to be frequented by older people. One of his most profitable businesses, meanwhile, is probably his production company, Revelations Entertainment, which has produced some hit movies like Along Came a Spider and Invictus. Another source of income for the actor is through advertising. Because he is a famous actor, with a remarkable voice and an older age, Morgan has a lot of trust and credibility with the public, and this ends up attracting the interest of several brands and associating their image to his. The actor has even done commercials for major companies such as Mountain Dew Ice, Visa, Turkish Airlines, Lego, among others. To get an idea of values, according to Forbes magazine, for Morgan to be the voice of Visa debit cards in 2010, he charged about $2 million, a figure that would have increased even more with the renewal of the contract. Social media can also be considered another source of Morgan's income. This is because he has millions of people who follow him on different platforms. On Facebook alone, for example, he has more than 32 million followers, a huge audience that can bring him huge financial returns with advertising or even selling his own product. And while no one really knows how much his net worth really is, many sources estimate that throughout his entire career, Morgan Freeman at the height of his 85 years has managed to amass a net worth that is around $250 million. A figure that could be much higher had he not been forced to pay his ex-wife in 2010 a divorce settlement that came in nearly at $200 million. Denzel Washington, on the other hand, is considered a rare example of an actor who has managed to build a career full of films that have pleased the audience as much as the film critics. And this is why he has not only won several awards in the film industry but has also managed to make a lot of money with his enormous box office success. In the film Virtuosity, for example, some sources estimate that he received about $7.5 million. For The Hurricane, it is estimated that his fee rose to the figure of $10 million. And although all of this income is gigantic, it is far from his biggest acting fees. To get an idea, some sources estimate that he received about $12 million for Training Day, $12 million for The Siege, $12 million for Fallen, $20 million for Out of Time, $20 million for The Equalizer 2. His biggest payday was in American Gangster, because in 2004 the production company canceled the film, and Denzel's contract called for him to be paid regardless. A few years later, the production company decided to resume filming, and he ended up being paid again for the same movie, which resulted in a combined salary of $40 million. And although nobody knows exactly how much the actor's fortune is, many sources speculate that currently at the peak of his 68 years of age, Denzel Washington has already accumulated a net worth of more than $290 million. And because he currently has a bigger fortune, Denzel Washington wins this round. Point for him. At the end of this fight, we have 2 points for Morgan Freeman against 3 points for Denzel Washington, making him the winner of this battle. But if you think there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel Dios to satisfy your curiosity.